Hello, welcome in the new part with the new video. In this new video, we will see the remaining part of the Palampur and the farming. In the earlier part, we have seen about the Green Revolution, and with the Green Revolution, we came to know for the modern farming, different methods are used. But when using these methods, some part is forgot there. That is about quality of natural resource. When we are dragging more there, it means the remaining part is being degrading or its grade not remain as earlier. So land is main natural resource which used in the farming. What happens with the land? Will the land sustain through this modern farming that we are going to see here? Land being a natural resource, it is necessary to be very careful in its use. When we are using the land on a high scale, it is needing to take care of the quality of the land. In many areas, when green revolution is taken place, the areas which is associated with the green revolution, loss of the soil fertility. In that areas, the soil fertility is lost. Why it is lost? Because due to increased use of chemical fertilizers. We have seen the modern seeds, high yield variety seeds are used, and these seeds are needing compulsory irrigation and chemical fertilizers. So this use of more chemical fertilizers degraded the land. That is why there is a concern, will the land sustain? Then again, also continuous use of groundwater. The use of groundwater for tube wells and irrigation. For the modern farming, the irrigation is a needing. The water is dragged from the groundwater for the tube well irrigation and reduced the water table below the ground. That is why the water table is reduced because of the taking more tube wells for the irrigation. Environmental resources like soil fertility. The land is a very essential part of environment. Environmental resources like soil fertility and groundwater are built up over many years to make it. Many years are going, and when we are using it, it destroys very quickly. To build it, long time is needed. Once it destroyed, it is a very difficult to restore them. The water table and the fertility of land is a very important part. Once it destroyed, it is very difficult to restore it. We must take care of the environment to ensure future development of agriculture. We should not think for the short time, the recent needs. We should also think about the future of agriculture. If we are using these natural resources on a high scale, how to restore it? We have to think on it, and in that way, the modern farming can be take place by the people. So this is, will the land sustain? There are drawbacks of the green revolution. What are the drawbacks of the green revolution? The green revolution or the modern farming is a needing irrigation. Due to overuse of the water, the fertility of soil is decreasing. Another way, the chemical fertilizers. This chemical fertilizers again destroys the life also. There are many side effects of these chemical fertilizers. We having the observation, more cancer patients are occur in the Punjab. Why? Because of the green revolution. So when we are taking more production, when we are thinking about the development, we should not forget about the environmental quality, soil quality, and the water table also. If we will think in that way, then only that development is only the helpful development, beneficial development. Otherwise, there is no use of this development in future. Very soon, the agriculture will become in a danger. Moving ahead with the next point, how is land distributed between the farmers in the Palampur? The distribution of the land in the Palampur we will see in this point. About one third of the 450 families are landless in the Palampur. One third families are landless in the Palampur. 240 families cultivate small plot of the land less than 2 hectares. 150 families are landless. 240s are 240s are having less than 2 hectares. This is the status of the land distribution in size, and remaining 60 families cultivate more than 2 hectares of land, and the remaining 60 families are cultivate the land of the more than 2 hectares. A few of the large farmers cultivate 10 hectares. Some people are cultivating 10 hectares or more than 10 hectares of the land. So the distribution of land is not equal. It is very unequal. Many families are not having very small piece of land also. They are completely landless. Then 240 families are having 2 hectares or maybe less than this one. The remaining 60 families are having more than 2 hectares, but in that 60 also some farmers are having more than 10 hectare or the 10 hectare. This is the distribution of the land in the Palampur. It is not only in the Palampur, in every village this picture you can observe, you can see. In this picture it is shown the distribution of land, how the plots are here. Here are very small plots you are looking, which are less than 2 hectares. These are many plots you are looking. Then some are little bit large than this. Maybe it's are 2 hectares, more than 2 hectares. These are 10 hectares or more than 10 hectares. Some people are having very small land. Some are having very big land. So this is the economical inequality through the land distribution you can see, and this makes effect on the further life in the Palampur. These are cultivated by the small farmers. These small plots are cultivated by the small farmers, and these are by the large farmers or the big farmers. In this way, you can get idea how the land is distributed and which people are having how much land plot with them, and automatically this will make the economical differences, social differences in the village. Now we'll move with the next point, that is the who will provide labor. We have seen the land distribution. The land is a very essential part of the production. About the land we have seen till here. Now we will look the labor. After land, labor is next necessary factor of the production. After land, the labor is the necessary factor of the production. Farming requires great deal of hard work. For farming, the hard work is needed. So who provides it? Small farmers along with their families cultivate their own field. Those who are having small farmers along with their family members, they cultivate their own fields. So in this way they provide the labor required for farming themselves. The family work completes through the family members. Medium and large farmers hire farm laborers to work on their fields. Those who are having the plot of the medium and the large, they cannot complete their work by their family members only. They are needing the labors there. So these people hires labor. So who come in their farm to work? Farm laborers come either from landless families or families cultivating small plots of land. So the labor is provided either from the landless families, those who are not having any plot of the farm, or those who are having very small plot of the land. These people provides labor to the others. But these people do not have a right over crop grown on the land because they are laborer. So this labor is not having any right on that crop where they are working. Unlike farmers, farm laborers do not have a right over the crop grown on the land. Instead, they are paid wages by the farmer for whom they work. These people are not having right on the production, but these people gets wages by the farmer to whom they are working. Wages vary widely from region to region. The wages are not same. They are very different from region to region. They are different from crop to crop. For different activities also there are differences in the wages. So wages are not same to all and throughout the year or to all the crops. There are there variety on the wages. For sowing different, for harvesting different. Maybe some other activities are there. There is also a wide variation in the duration of employment. The employment work, the time is also not same. A farm laborer might be employed on a daily basis. Some people are employed on a daily basis, daily wages, for one particular farm activity like harvesting or for the whole year. Maybe some are appointed for a particular activity like harvesting, sowing, whatever is there. Or some are appointed, employed throughout the year. So there is a variation in the employment also. Some are daily wages. They have to look the work daily there. Some gets seasonally, season wise, and some are appointed, worked throughout the year also. Heavy competition of work among the farm laborers. More laborers are available there, more population is there. It makes heavy competition for the work. There is a heavy competition for work among the farm laborers. So people agree to work for lower wages. So these people get agree to work on the lower wages also. So the competition reduces again their wages. So in this way we have seen the labor is required for the farming activities, who provides the labor, and then after we have seen the situation of the laborers, what competition they face, what exchange they get cause their activities. We have seen in this point of the labor